How's everybody doing out there in the world? Welcome to ALM Gaming. Welcome to Articulate Stream. I am the one, the only Articulate Millington, and I'd like to invite you on a evening filled with frolicking through the world of Final Fantasy 16. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. I hope everybody got off to a good start. My Monday was actually pretty great. It was very productive. I had a very productive day at work. I hope that whatever you're doing, you had a productive day. Whether it's at work, whether it's having a day off, maybe Monday is your Sunday, it's the end of your weekend, or maybe it's the beginning. Who knows? But whatever it is, whatever you set out to do, I hope that you ended up doing it, and I hope that you had a wonderful time getting it done. I actually tried something new today. You know what? I'm gonna chop it up before I start Final Fantasy 16. If you don't mind, I'm gonna chop it up for a little bit. All right. So I tried something new today, and it's something that I never tried before, and it was kind of interesting. So what I did was I downloaded an affirmation app. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar, affirmations are just those positive things that you tell yourself every day to kind of get yourself going, stay motivated. Maybe you have a goal that you're trying to achieve, things like that. Oh, that's unprofessional. Let me get that out the way. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I always thought to myself, I never really had an inclination to be like, hey, I need to have something like motivate me to get my day started or anything like that. But I said to myself, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a shot. It can't hurt to see positive reinforcement every now and again on my phone or whatever it is, my device. And so I downloaded it. It's an app called ALM. This is not a sponsored stream, by the way. ALM is not sponsoring me to talk about their app, but that is the app that I downloaded. And yeah, so I mean, every now and again, I have the widget on my phone. It's on iPhone, and it pops up every now and again. Like, if you can see right here at the top, it'll have just a random, positive affirmation. Right now it says, I can choose to make my curses my blessings. And yeah, no, that's a great way to kind of reinforce the positivity in your life. If you have nobody else reinforcing that positivity, and I'm not saying that I don't have anybody else reinforcing it, but if you don't have those positive aspects in your life, getting a form of reaffirmation, it can be invaluable. It can be invaluable. Just hearing a kind word sometimes can make a world difference. And because not everybody will know, not everybody can read minds. I know that I myself, especially the way I was raised and how my family is and were, we don't like to make our private lives known per se, and that's a thing where hey, if it's we keep it in the family, and that's sometimes detrimental, because when you keep things to yourself, when you keep things bottled up inside, it can manifest in some ugly ways. It can manifest in ugly behavior. It can manifest in detrimental physical things. Some people keep things bottled up inside themselves and let them stew and fester, and it can affect them physically, you know. And it's not so much the fact that you don't deal with it immediately, it's just the fact that you choose to let it fester. I've had instances where, you know, I've had toxic family members. I've had people in my family who didn't, who weren't in the service of positivity, so to speak. And there was an ongoing feeling, a prevailing feeling for a long time that, you know, because we were family, and because we were, you know, in the same family, we were immediate family, and we were blood relatives, and so forth and so on, that we had to maintain this familiar situation. Like, we had to be together. We had to maintain this relationship. We had to be this family unit on the outside, even though we've had these differences and these, you know, these negative feelings toward each other. And it didn't have to actually be that way, because, and you know, I don't know if any of you know this, force yourself to entertain negativity for a long time, it will do things to you. It will cause you to not enjoy life. It'll cause you to be just very negative and sad, and to expect the worst. I had a situation where I had a family member of mine who, you know, was this person. They were what I'm describing, and it was terrible. It was literally the worst. Oh boy. Just talking about it, it's just like, it's so terrible. Oh man, I should have waited to like put Final Fantasy 16 up here, because there's like a lot to get into when it comes to talking about like family and whatnot. Okay, so all right, what we're gonna do is we are going to Smooth. Thank you so much for showing up, Smooth. Yeah, I don't even know why I felt like this is like the forum to actually talk about my family. I don't really talk about my family a lot, unless I like really have to, because a lot has gone on within my family over the past couple of years. After let's say this. Okay, let's say this. I knew what my family was about since I was a teenager. And I could actually see, like, you know, my family, my immediate family, they were set in their ways for a while. You know, as you become an adult, you become set in your ways, and that's kind of who you are, unless you really make a decision to, you know, open up and become a different type of person, or to grow, or to have new experiences and things like that. But I had family members who kind of set themselves in their ways, and you know, not to be critical of that aspect, But for the fact that because they were set in their ways, they kind of locked themselves off to any other type of thinking. Um, and so I could tell, and my mother was a old school West Indian mom. She was from Barbados. She had old school. She had old school mentalities. Um, and you know, it wasn't like she was gonna, flip a switch and change overnight. And I knew that, and I could see that, and I can also see the fact that she was putting a lot of effort into being better. Like she was trying to be a better person, and she was trying to improve herself. Um, and I commend her because I know a lot of older West Indian people who will not make the effort to be better people. Um, but my mom and my family member, they butted heads a lot, and the only thing that really kind of kept everything together was the fact that we were family. And I can see it plain as day. I can every time I would say, yeah, yeah, exactly, Smooth. Very strict culture. Um, there was, you know, it was a while before mom could be like, oh yeah, I like white people. I appreciate white people. She worked white people all her life and things like that. But coming from Barbados, that was a thing. And I mean, being born in the 1950s, so she had her thoughts about things, and the fact that she, in her 40s and 50s, tried to open up to different ways of life, having lived here for like 30 years, was astronomical. It was crazy. Oh, I can do that. Pow. All right. Hope that sounds better now. Normally at this point in time, where like the focus is on my voice. This is when my dog Cyril would just start going like ape shit and start barking at something for no reason. All right, I'm good. All right, cool. Thank you. But yeah, like my mom made an effort to be better, to be a better person, and to be more accepting and to be more understanding. Um, and this family member, I mean, by this time, I guess I might as well just say it. It was my sister. She she was a bit too set in her ways in trying to get my mom to be accepting of the things that she wanted her to be accepting of. And by saying, if you're not accepting of these things, then there's something wrong with you, essentially. Um, Now, for the sheer fact, for the idea of if you don't like this, then you're that. It's already like unbecoming behavior. And for a person like my mom, who is already pushing herself to be accepting of other things, when she feels pushed, she's not. It's not going to be something that she likes. Um, and this was a back and forth battle for years. Literally, every time my sister would come home, I would say it's gonna be a couple of days of just of peace until something happens, and then you guys are gonna come to blows. And my mom never wanted to hear that. And I mean, bless her, she wanted things to be positive. You always want that to be positive. Family moves away to come back, to come to visit. It's a holiday or whatever the case is. You want things to be good. You want things to be positive, and you want them to be the best version of what it could possibly be. But it's hand to the sky. I kid you not. Every single time she came home, a couple days would pass, and then there would be some conversation, whether it was a conversation of about Wicca or tarot card readings or queer as folk or what have you. And it wasn't just the fact that it was a conversation about these topics. It was the fact that my sister would try to push my mom into actually, you know, trying to do these things. Like, you should watch this show, or you should get a tarot card reading, or, whatever the case is, you should try Wicca, blah, 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 blah. And knowing that my mom is old school West Indian, knowing that she doesn't believe in any of that stuff, it's like, why would you do that? Why would you go to these lengths to try and get this old school West Indian woman to do any of this stuff? And yeah, it always came to blows. It always came to, well, not blows, but it always came to a heated argument. It always came to, there's just a verbal falling out, and that's kind of just, permeated the relationship, and it persisted, and it came to a point where it just didn't work out well for them being in the same vicinity. And then, what was it? Maybe it's 2023. What's that? Maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, just about 5 years ago. My sister left the country, and it's a means of trying to find common ground or acceptance. I don't know. I mean, it, it's also I mean, the thing about it is that you could, if you could say that, right, then there would have to be a feeling of, like, I guess, positivity behind it, or maybe like an idea of, okay, maybe this takes some time, maybe this is not something to force or to push. Like, if I was gonna say everybody should try this new restaurant, like, go out, try this new restaurant right now, and if you don't, then it's like, yeah, see that, and that's the thing. And like, if I say if you don't, then it's like, you're anti lobster, you're lobster hater or something like that. I don't know. And obviously, people may not want to go to a restaurant right now, whatever the case is. But to instantly label them as being like a lobster hater, that's just kind of extreme, you know. And it's just like, oh, like, why would you even go that far? Give people a chance, and maybe they'll come around. But let that be a thing. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's yeah. I could definitely see the whole, like, I mean, because her dynamic, my mom's dynamic with me, and my mom's dynamic with my sister were definitely two different things. There were definitely two different things. And maybe it's because my mom raised us by herself, that you know maybe things didn't, like, kind of develop the way that they would have otherwise. But a lot of their relationship was formed after, like, during and after my sister went to college. A lot of the relationship that they had as adults, and I mean, I guess that's like commonplace to say, but yeah, it's just a lot of that stuff was kind of created at that point in time, and it just it persisted. It persisted. Putting labels on differences can hurt a lot. Yeah, it can. It can. Um, yeah, like, to the point that uh, my sister wasn't around, and I mean, through little fault of her own, she was not around. My mom passed away, but the circumstances under that were not great as well. And so that's one of those things where it was like, when my mom passed away, I had a choice. Being here, I had a choice to Thank you, thank you. No, my mom passed away in 2020, and yeah, when she did, I had a choice. You know, that was the beginning of the pandemic, and I was like, you know, I had a choice to whether to kind of forego the traditional, you know, funeral proceedings and whatnot, and do that, or let people that were close to her pay their respects. And I chose to the latter. I chose to let people pay their respects, and we did it in a very, uh, you know, pandemic friendly way. You know, we were socially distanced and things like that. And I mean, there were not a lot of people that were super close to my mom, so the people that came out, they came and they showed their respects, and that was that. Um, but that was another situation that my sister and I had a disagreement about, and unfortunately for her, she wasn't able to actually be here to handle any of that because as I said, she left the country. So I was the one who had to deal with uh, the funeral proceedings and things of that nature. I had to put aside my grief in order to kind of carry on and deal with all the things that came with um, having to having to uh, bury a parent, essentially, um, quote unquote, because my mom was cremated, but it's the same idea. Um, so yeah, we had differences about how to go about that, and after a while, I mean, long story less long. After a while, I realized that my relationship with my sister was not actually serving me in a positive manner. And because of that, I decided to just move on. And if my sister was to reach out to me one day and say, "Hey, listen, I want to bury the hatchet. I want to talk to you. I want to move forward, or what have you," I would listen. I would listen. Um, but what I will say is that having the time to actually heal from a situation, to focus on myself, to focus on the family that I'm trying to create, to focus on my professional life, and kind of put that stuff behind me, probably one of the better decisions I made for myself. So, and I mean, it's still there with me. Obviously, I've been talking about it for the last 30 minutes. So it's still there with me, but it's something that I have allowed myself to learn from and to grow from. So, if anything from what I have said recently makes it to anybody, permeates anybody that's listening to me, you know, regardless of whatever it may be, if it's toxic, if it doesn't help to serve you, uh I don't think I've gotten to a point where I have wanted to actually reach out smooth. Um when I made that choice, when I made the choice to just kind of move forward, it wasn't with the intent of reaching out. There's a little bit that I'm kind of leaving out of the story. The way things ended were a little bit more antagonistic than I'm leaving it off. I'm kind of like rushing through it a little bit. But yeah, there was she reached out to a whole bunch of family and people that weren't even family, and kind of tried to paint me in a bad light. So it wasn't as though we kind of just drifted apart, or I just decided to not talk to her. There was circumstances. So, but again, even with that, even with that, if she were to reach out to me now, because that's a couple of years ago, if she were to reach out to me now, I would still listen. But being in the headspace that I've been in the past couple of years, I've been able to I've been able to get an apartment. I've been able to plan trips across the country. I've been able to get a dog. Uh, Shout out to Cat Boost for my puppy. I've been able to, do so many things with my life that had I just been, constantly in this, funky headspace, I don't know if I would have been able to do it. And not having anything to fall back on would have been an extremely dangerous time for me. So having given that relationship up for my betterment was something that I think ultimately was a positive thing. So, yeah, not everything needs to be given up, but if you have something like that may be detrimental, consider it, reconsider it, and understand that not everything needs to be, you know, dealt with in that manner. Congratulations to you for that. Thank you, Smooth. Thank you, Smooth. Um, I appreciate that, man. It's tough. It's tough, especially when like you don't live with blood family or blood family is not like around you, and you're trying to create a family of your own. It's kind of tough, but but yeah, yeah. It's those tough decisions that sometimes you just gotta make. So I appreciate you, boss. Hey, I feel that refilling your cup with the right water to drink. I feel that. I feel that. See. This is why I started the stream with something to drink. This is why I started the stream with something to drink because my throat gets funky when I talk about emotional stuff. Hey, listen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being there. You know, I mean, hey, listen. I didn't know I was gonna get this emotional. I actually wanted to just have a share day, and normally that would have been on a Sunday, but I didn't I actually didn't stream last night. So, all right, man. You see, that's how I know that. That's how I know we right here. That's how I know we right here, man. But I also know that as soon as I do stop talking, I'm gonna start playing Final Fantasy 16, and I know that you're not trying to be around for no spoilers. So as much as I appreciate all the goodness that you're bestowing upon me, I know that it's eventually gonna have to end at some point in time. So, boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, the pandemic was a make or break you period of time. Oof. I don't know. I don't know if life changed a lot for a lot of people. Like I don't know how was life during if you want to share smooth. But how was life during the pandemic for you? Like did anything like significant happen? Were there like any significant changes in your life or was it just like oh yeah, oh yeah, we gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen. Cause I know Boots was talking about setting up a thing. I think it was bowling. She wanted to set up two meets, and I think one of them was supposed to be bowling. So yeah, definitely, definitely. Cause when we linked up for karaoke, it was lit. It was litty bop top, and you get to meet Shifaya. Now let me tell you something. Shifaya will bamboozle you at bowling. Don't let her tell you that she's not good at bowling, cause that's how she got me. All right, we went out to eat. We was passing the bowling alley. She was like, "Oh, you want to go bowling?" I was like, "All right, cool, let's go bowling." And she was like, "Oh, I'm not that good." I'm like, "All right, whatever." And then we went bowling, and she massacred me. Okay, she massacred me. So when you meet her and she tells you that she ain't good at bowling, I'm telling you right now, don't believe none of that. Don't believe none of that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey, Tiki. What's going on, Tiki? I got my house just before the pandemic hit, so I'm gonna be real. The pandemic actually jump started me and my wife's improvements on the house. There you go. I mean, I assume that y'all, if y'all just got the house right before the pandemic, then y'all must have had a whole lot of time to like, put some DIY into your house. That's actually pretty fortuitous. Yeah, that's wow. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do you think that like you got your house to a place where you want it to be, or you still like work? I mean, well, that's the pandemic. At that period of time now is like what 3 years ago. So I mean, well, I say that, and I moved into this apartment 2 years ago, and we still got boxes in the living room. So what do I know? But do you feel like you got your place to the way that you want it to be, or do you feel like there's still stuff that you have to do? Cause I'm like, I still want to put like a shelf over here. I still want to put pictures up over there. I, I want this bomb table. There is a coffee table that like has like chargers on it and a freezer drawer and just it has lights and speakers and I want that table and I know it's gonna take my electricity bill to like the roof, but I want it so bad. Oh my god. It's like a was it a Sobro? It's a Sobro smart coffee table. Ugh, I want it so bad. Dude, every one of those checks went to the house. We got our patio, our fence, and our appliances from the hey, there you go. There you go. Literally the TV that I have now, my TV stand, and this computer. Boom, all those checks. There's always something. There's always something. Wait. So smooth. It's the quintessential house question right here. Do you have a man cave that nobody else is allowed into? Do you have the cave de la smooth? Hmm? Or would it be cave del smooth? Cave del smooth. Because that's to me that's like the main positive of a house to be able to have a man cave, just a basement with the Batman fire hose, just not fire hose, the fire pole, just swing down there and just escape for a little bit. You know what I mean? That's my thing. That's my thing right there. Oof. But that's also another thing too, like, cause I always had an apartment. I don't know what it's like to have a house. Unfortunately, no, the house is split level. Oh, okay. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Okay. Okay. I'll peep it though. Man, let me tell you something. I don't know, cause I mean, for me, I never actually lived in a house. I've always lived in an apartment, so it's never been like a thing, like an idea of mine to be like, oh, they got this big ass house. Like, what am I gonna do with it? It's always been like, hey, one bedroom, one bathroom. This is as much as I can handle. And anything that breaks down, I'm gonna call homeboy downstairs and have him come upstairs and figure it out. Not knowing that most of the time when something breaks down, I end up having to try and fix it myself. But we have made literally thousands in equity for it. Ah, but but you see, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the genius of Smooth de Masamune. He is planning for the future. Planning for the future. You understand that? Whereas me, I am planning for the here and now and the yesterday. Okay, I am planning for the 5 minutes in front of my face, and isn't as hard as you know what that. But see, that's the thing. It's not. I don't think it's about the difficulty for me. For me, it's just the level of familiarity because I remember when one of the first times that I went down to Barbados to visit my family when I could actually remember that stuff. And I was like what 10, 11, and I was at my mama's house and I was at my cousin's house who actually currently lives up here. And I mean big beautiful houses. One of the houses was on a Tree Houses Hill in St. John, beautiful house on a hill, literally like nothing else around, and spacious, wind blowing from the front door to the back door, like 2 levels, full garage. You had dogs running all over the place. It was majestic. So I'm like, yeah, if I was gonna have a house, I'd probably do something like that. You know what I mean? But for me, it's just my entire life I've lived in an apartment. So it's like that's what I know, you know? And I mean maybe it's not that different, but the thing about living in an apartment is that I'm always gonna be paying rent and it's always gonna be like creeping up. So that's a thing. That's also another thing to consider as well. So I don't know. Maybe there's one day in the future that Articulate will find himself in a house. You know, yeah, the maintenance can get expensive, but if you are good with handling your responsibilities, you'll be fine. The house finds a way of warning you when something needs to be fixed, just like a car. Mm. I've heard, you see, and I've heard that from other houses, from other homeowners. I've heard the same thing. So you just gotta be very wary, very observant about what's going on in your house. So right now, oh, this expensive ass bitch. This this apartment right now is like what 20. It's 2400 a month. So literally, and I mean that's like what it's utility inclusive. So it's 2400 for the rent. You know, obviously gas and all that nonsense, but electricity. The only thing that we pay for is just the that's outside of that is what am I thinking of? Internet. Boom, internet. So yeah, it's yeah. I mean, that's one of those things. Cause also she fired grew up in a house. So yeah, maybe that would be a thing in the future. Cause eventually, when we make those payments and get that down, and it would just be what paying utilities and property tax, and that would be a fraction of what we pay for our rent. So that I mean that could be a thing. That could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing. So I mean, but and then also it wouldn't be here. 4 bedrooms. You see that? You see that? Cause again, that it wouldn't be here. Having that house, it probably wouldn't be here. Well, maybe it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be in the city. It could be like somewhere close by, outlying. But yeah, like I know, like there are people in like Virginia. I know people in Virginia. I know people like down in Florida who have like these bomb ass houses and pay less than we do in rent, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, that could be a thing. That could be a thing in the future. Yeah, we might be coming out to where you at. We get ourselves a little shindig, little situation. Man, you know what? There are certain times where I still consider myself, you know, a kid. Like there are instances where I'm like, I don't know if I should be doing these adult things and whatnot. But nah, man, it's real. It's real. Cause it's like I think about it for real. And I'm just like, there's nothing that holds me back except myself. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to put my mind towards doing something, I'll do it. Literally, I said to myself, I want to take She Fired to Vegas. And I put my mind to it and I saved up the money and I made a plan and we went to Vegas and we went out there for a week and we had ourselves a good ass time. Like, there are times where, I've been struggling. I, you know, have my degree in creative writing. And there are times where I've been without work and I've been saying to myself, man, I need something to get by. But I just push myself to get the job that I feel like I deserve. And then I get it and I'm like, yo, that's manifestation right there. So I say to them, like, I just gotta, they're building. All right, see, now you getting me excited. They talking about they building houses around the corner from you right now. Smooth, don't make me your neighbor. Don't make me your neighbor, Smooth. I'll be your neighbor. They call me Mr. Rogers up in this bitch. I will be your neighbor, Smooth. All right? We will move the hell down there. I work remote. I could work anywhere. I will have to pass it by the missus first. I will have to talk to She Fire first. I'll have to talk to She Fire first, okay? She will have to sign off on it. But as long as she say yes, I will be your neighbor, Smooth. All right? I will be your neighbor, and and best believe I'm fresh to wrecking it the very first day. You gonna smell all the smells coming from my crib. We gonna be cooking Sunday dinners, Saturday brunches, Dutch babies with the beef bacon. I'm telling you now, it's gonna be Liddy Bob Top. Liddy Bob Top. As a matter of fact, when you come out here, you let me know, and I will do brunch. I will do brunch. You ask Boots, I'll be cooking. I will do brunch. You just let me know. Just let me know. But yeah, I mean, plans, man, plans. I'm low key trying to convince Spider-Punk to move on. Man, bring the squad, man. Bring the whole squad. Bring the whole convince. Cause to be honest with you, man, even though I'm city, even though I'm city, and even though New York has been my whole life, there's a part of me that wants to branch out. And I mean, right now it's manifesting and traveling, but I don't know if I want this to be, you know, where I stay. Like right now, it's convenient. Yes, we can pay for it. Yes, we can afford these types of things, whatever. But I don't know. Like cost of living, work life balance, a lot of that stuff comes into play. And at some point in time, I may want to reconsider like how much I want to enjoy life. Like I'm right now, I work. I wake up in the morning. I have very little time before I get to work, and then I start working, and I knock it out, knock it out, knock it out, knock it out, knock it out. For the last, I started this job last year in November. Since then, been knocking it out, and I've been putting my entire focus into that, which is why I could take a vacation in July. So now I think to myself, like, you know what? Do that, do that, do that. And then once you get to that comfortable point, maybe you start to think about other things in the future. Maybe you start to think about maybe moving into another place or, setting the roots somewhere. Maybe because an apartment is good for the meanwhile. And obviously, there's a level of stability with having a roof over your head. But get into that next spot, especially when, family is considered, kids, things like that. Like getting to that next spot is definitely a future move. You know what I mean? So, say let's all right. Here's an idea. All right, Smooth. Hit me with it. Hit me with the idea. Let me take a sip of this sippy. I was about to say I thought Tiki was gonna be down for for the deep conversation. Damn, that's oh man. You mentioned Airbnb in an area that you're thinking of. Just to get a feel what it would be like to live out of the city. That kind of reminds me of what we did last year. You know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I kind of sometimes in the rent. Well, yeah, I figured that was what I meant. Sometimes in like the immediate area, like for instance, last year, uh, a friend of ours went away, and we house sat for her in Connecticut, and beautiful, beautiful place. I'm here just a moody Judy. Tiki, Tiki, why you being a moody Judy? Don't be a moody Judy. Trying to be here for you, girl. You know, I get excited when you join and you're here. So I'm trying to be excited. Why you being a moody Judy? Is it because it's Monday? Are you a moody Monday Judy? Facts. Listen, I if there was anybody that did not know me right now that's hopping on this stream, and they're like, "Oh, I'm about to see some Final Fantasy 16." Nah, bro, we talking about real life right now. We talking about, and Final Fantasy 16 is a realist of the real. So trust me, we are on brand. So if you got anything to get off your chest, we here for it. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, nah, smooth. That's a good idea. We went to Connecticut last year, and we saw how it was out there living in a house and things like that. It was pretty decent, and it made me think about house living and things like that. So I think that yeah, it could be a thing. It definitely could be a thing. I don't think I'm gonna want to live in an apartment for the rest of my life. Like I think I'm gonna want to have you know the the space. I think I'm gonna want to have the ability to kind of like build outwards and give my kids a place to run around, things like that. That's because we right here, girl. That's because we right here. Hey, I'm always gonna just not exactly talkative today. Hey, listen, as safe of a space this is also an understanding space. So if you're not feeling it, then you're not feeling it. But I will say thank you very much for being here regardless. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. So I definitely listen. Take it easy. Put your feet up. Grab a cup of sippy sippy, and listen to the smooth tones of articulate Millington. Where I live is a 40-minute drive from the city, so if you need that city experience, it's not that far away. Okay. That's also one of the things about living in the city, because for me, growing up in New York, I considered the city as being Manhattan. So whenever somebody said the city, I always think Manhattan. When the five boroughs of New York was considered like the city, so it was always a different thing for me. So don't even sweat it, Tiki. Don't even sweat it. We are about love and understanding. Okay, so whew, see, I'm sipping on orange juice. I should have had a cup of tea because I just had dinner, and there is nothing that goes better with dinner than a cup of green tea. Just settles your stomach. It's beautiful stuff. But but yeah, I think that's a good idea, Smooth. I may do a little bit of like travel planning next year. There's a lot of stuff that I want to get done next year. A lot of stuff I want to get done next year. It's a lot of traveling to do. But I think I'm gonna put a couple of spots like that on my list to like kind of travel around and get some of that stuff done. Oh, Tiki, you gotta let me know too, because um if when next I want to do like a brunch or anything like that, I gotta have all the homies come through. I gotta have all the homies come through. I I get excited when I can cook for people. All right, that's one of those things. That's something that that is like super West Indian about me. I love cooking for people. I love cooking for people. I love making the healthiest things for people. I love making the unhealthiest things for people. I love cooking for people. So if it's a situation where I'm trying to host, cause I had Boots and I had Akila Beam up in here the other day, and they was talking about my burgers. That's where the whole foodie gang versus couch gang situation popped up. So that was the start of that. But you know what I'm saying, like I'll give you that, Smooth. I don't like to cook for people I don't like. I'll give you that. I get impatient when I cook for people I don't like. I'm like, why isn't this shit done faster? Because I'm not trying to be here. That's when I start thinking of all the negative things. It's hot. I'm over this hot ass stove slaving away, and I don't even like this motherfucker. Like, why am I doing this? But ooh, and and grill season is well, it's not coming to an end. It's still August, and we still got a decent amount of September. But I don't know when the next time I'm actually gonna grill is, because I love me a grill. The only thing is, the only thing is, I have an affinity for charcoal grills, and I at the moment I only have access to a gas grill. And even though grilled food has a taste, I use I use I use charcoal, and I also use wood chips to like smoke in a way that, cuz I don't always have access to a grill with a smoker, to smoke in a way that like infuses that kind of smokiness to the food. It's just oh, oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Like woo, you don't get the same taste with a gas grill, bro. You don't get the same taste. And I mean, I know it's convenient and all that nonsense, but you don't get the same taste. I will struggle lighting a charcoal grill. Do you soak? Oh, of course, you have to. You have to. Otherwise, they're gonna burn up. You have to. If you don't soak your chips, then you're gonna. Oh, it's gonna be a bad time. It's gonna be a bad time, especially if you decide to to cook fast. If you have like a hot heat that you're cooking with, and you're not like slow cooking something, then yeah, you gotta soak your chips. You gotta soak your chips. Like, what was it? The last time I had access to a charcoal grill, I made a rack of ribs, and I had applewood chips, and oh my god, oh my god, it was the best thing ever. It was the best thing ever. Now that I couldn't cook it quickly. I had to. It was I don't know what the exact temperature I had the grill on. It was maybe like close to 300 ish or so, because it was super hard to control the temperature. The some of those like those old school grills have like, ooh, cherry wood with some If you soak some cherry wood chips with some like kielbasa, like with some like just like wrapped up sausage, it's delicious. It's delicious. That or maybe or even if you do like some like really like decent like salt and pepper chicken, like not if you maybe a little bit of garlic, but like if you do like some plain salt and pepper chicken, you use that cherry wood with that, it's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. It's beautiful stuff. But yeah, the charcoal grill that I had, the heat sink, it wasn't working like terribly well. It was like you open it up a slight bit, and all of a sudden like the fire, and it was just like it went from like 200 to like 400 degrees. So it was just like, oh my god. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea. We will grill. I will grill in the rain, bro. I will grill in the rain. I may not grill in the snow because it might be too cold, but I will grill in the rain. As a matter of fact, we've been watching this grilling competition on Netflix. We've been watching this grilling competition on Netflix. I'm not gonna ruin there's 2 seasons of it. I'm not gonna ruin the first season because the first season made me mad as all hell about who won that one. But the second season, I'm getting through it right now. Whoo boy. Whoo boy. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. It's just something about grilling. Something about grilling. And I mean not just like the act of like grilling, but preparing food on a grill. You know what I mean? Like Shifai used to tell me all the time about how her parents, like how her family would like prepare like I seen season 1. Yes, I mean yes, yes. I mean, how you gonna tell me Homeboy's a prodigy? Okay, you know what? If anybody's not hasn't watched it, I'm not gonna ruin it for you. But yes, just know that me and Smooth are very upset about what happened. It's not okay. It's not okay. Oh my god. All right, about an hour in. I got to take a small break. I will be right back. Please talk amongst yourselves. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And yeah, BRB. right, then. You back with that? Yo, yeah. Yeah, he did. He did have it on lock. He did have it on lock. They had to fix him. They had to fix him. I keep befriending New Yorkers. We lit about top, man. We lit. We are lit. New Yorkers are lit. And one thing about New Yorkers, a good deal of us always trying to get the hell up out of New York. So oh boy. So don't mind us if you see us in a neighborhood near you. It be about that. It be like that sometimes, man. Oh boy. Oh, Smooth. I got a question for you, man. I got a question for you. What is your favorite thing? As a matter of fact, anybody who grills, what is your favorite thing to to grill? Like, what is your favorite food to grill? Because up until I made my first rack of ribs, I was partial to burgers. I mean, I made chicken and hot dogs and kielbasa and what have you. And I did like the odd things, like a couple of shish kebabs and stuff like that. But when I made a rack of ribs, changed my life. Changed my life. Steaks? Oh, let me tell you something. You make a good steak with the grill marks, nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it. Especially on a charcoal grill. Especially on a charcoal grill. I'll tell you one thing. One of my things when I go to a restaurant, especially if I go to like a steakhouse or what have you, I always gotta try one or two things when I go there. I go, I gotta try steak or I gotta try the ribs if they have ribs. Most of the time they have steak, but I gotta try steak, gotta try the ribs. And I normally have a fish cake to start with. If they don't have a decent salad. Oh, steak secret? We got secrets? Oh boy, let me tell you something. You tell me a secret, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. Grill marks hold back the flavor of a steak. What? Really? Is it because the sear actually like diminishes the flavor of the steak? Because I know that they talk about the difference between getting a char and getting a burn. Because I know burn makes things bitter. So is that it? Is that like what it does to a steak? Oh, ha 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 ha. Okay. Yeah, you see, I used to think it was just pretty. Grill marks are just burnt meat. And you know what? When you think about it, that's why you don't never see grill marks on your steaks that you order from restaurants. They don't make them on grills. They always make them on flat tops, and they cook the whole thing one time. So oof, okay, okay. What you want is a crust golden brown and even as possible. Mm. So what you're saying is we need to have flip as much as needed. You know what? There are times where I think I see recipes where, and this is not grilling, but this is like stovetop steak where like people like have steak in a cast iron. They have it on one side to kind of get that like sear, and then they flip it in order to cook it the rest of the way. And I always wondered about that. I'm like, does that always amount to having the doneness that you want? Especially if a person does not throw that cast iron into the oven after the fact. because I feel like that's almost necessary if you're doing a stovetop steak. You know what I mean? So, but doing like because if you're grilling it, then obviously it's gonna be literally a grill is when its lid is closed is basically an oven. So the convection is gonna help cook the steak through and through. And then obviously you want to be able to have that like Smooth said, that crust. You want to have that crust as evenly distributed as possible. There's nothing like having a terrible steak. There's nothing like having a terrible steak. When you put that much effort and money into a piece of meat and it doesn't come out the way you want it to, that'll make you want to go back to bed. Like that'll make you want to shut down the entire day and start again tomorrow. So yeah, yeah. I feel like I feel like we are quickly barreling towards cooking with Smooth and Artie because this is literally the the grill hour right here. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Oh boy. Oh, and the funny thing is like I just ate and this is making me hungry. mm. Oh, Smooth. You Cyril, come on, man. There ain't nobody here. Please, please, thank you. Smooth, you and me, we gonna link up, man. We are gonna talk about this because plan a trip out here. Come to the crib. If you want me to facilitate you being able to cook, bro, just let me know. Just let me know. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. As long as it's not after, I guess, October. The building I live in has grills on the roof, and they shut down after a certain while in the year. So if you come through and you want to grill, I mean it's not charcoal grill, but if you want to grill, we can make it happen. And we'll get boots down, and we look at that next May. Say less, buddy. Say less. Say less. Easy, easy work, easy work. We make it happen. We make it happen all day. We make it happen all day, all damn day. We make it happen all day. We'll bring boots down from the Bronx. Gather some people here and there. Tiki gonna come because she love the food. Probably get Shasta up in here too. Yeah, man, we gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen. We gonna have this place popping. We gonna have this place popping. Oh boy. Whew. All right. So I feel like I should probably fulfill the original purpose of this stream, which is furthering my progress in Final Fantasy 16. I will have more like discussion streams and stuff like that. I don't know what when the actual, if you're not opposed to traveling to Queens Hall, you can use the yard. Where? Wait, what? What's this now? What's this about traveling to Queens and using the yard? We have a charcoal. Be still, my beating heart. Are you telling me, Tiki, that you have a charcoal grill that we can use? Bro, we in there. We in there. We in there. Queens ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump from Brooklyn. We in there. I don't care how many streets y'all got that's named the same. We'll find you. We in there. We in there. We in there. We in there like swimwear, bro. We in there. Mm-mm. We in there. We in there like healthcare. We in there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We are in there. Ooh. Ooh. Smelling burnt charcoal will make me hungry. I that is something that I just don't know why that is a thing with me, but it just sets me off. Like I know that good food is gonna be made after the fact. So we in there, Tiki. Tiki, this ooh, ooh, Tiki. We in there. We in there. We in there. Ooh, we gonna make it happen. We gonna. I'm gonna make the plans. We used to a lot of people here. My family been distant. Well, that kind of stuff does happen. But if you will have us, then you know we can do that for you. We can create that positive environment, and we can make it lit. We can make it lit. And I'm a person that will supply my own. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I need to bring, the charcoal, the lighter fluid, the wood chips, the meat, the bread, the condiments, the plastic forks, whatever the case is. We gonna let it get it. Jacopotamus got you tabbed up while I'm working. Jacopotamus, what's going on, bro? What is going on, bro? Thank you so much for having me tabbed up while working. I appreciate it. Big preach. Big preach. We just talking grilling right now. We talking food. We talking cooking. We just shooting the breeze as it were. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you guys coming through. I appreciate you guys lending a little bit of time out of your evenings, especially on a Monday. You never know how Mondays could go. So to be doing this on a Monday, I definitely appreciate you guys. But yeah, nah, listen. Yeah, say less, Tiki. We're in there. We're in there. I don't mind traveling when it comes to like I'm drafted to 2 a.m. again. Ugh. Ugh. I feel you, Smooth. I feel it right here. I feel it, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back together, but I don't know if that's gonna actually be a thing because I don't sleep the way that I used to. I gotta get that checked out because that might be a thing with me. But oh yeah, Tiki, let us know. Let us know. Let us know because next year it's already sounding like next year is gonna be just the move. Next year is gonna be lit. Next year we're gonna have everybody because because reasons. I wonder what them reasons might be now. Sip my fake tea. Oh boy. But yeah, anybody that and that's another thing too, because I love to host people, but I also love to like move around and see what everybody else is doing. And I haven't been to Queens since my family moved out from Queens. I had an aunt who lived in Queens, and most of the time that we visited her was because she drove, so she would come pick us up, and then that'd be that. So I normally didn't find myself out in Queens too often. But if my girl Tiki said that she got a charcoal grill just waiting for me in Queens, then I'm about to be out in Queens. All right, we about to make that a thing. We about to make that a whole thing. I will feed you, Tiki. I will feed you all the feedings that you need to be fed. All right, just let me know. Just let me know. Oh boy, I don't even feel like I want. I don't even feel like I want to pay attention to Final Fantasy 16 right now. Like, I don't know. What was the last thing I was doing in Final Fantasy 16? The sky done turned purple. I'm trying to figure some other nonsense out. Let me see if there's something I can play that is mindless because I actually want to continue just shooting the breeze with y'all. This is hella fun. Yes, like having those good convos, just like chatting it up and just like, running the I know, I know, Tiki. I know you like that food. You like that food. You like that good stuff. Yeah, having them good convos, it's just there is no alternative to it. You know what? You know what we could do? We could swing it and chicken wing it. That's what we about to do. We about to swing and chicken wing. All right. That's what we about to do. All right. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because all it's just about to be. Yes. You know what? I just started watching. This is kind of unrelated, but I just started watching a YouTube channel for uh what would you call it? It's like a gentlemanly YouTube channel for like shoe polishers and like cigar smokers and things like that. Cause I'm into like old school stuff like that, like shoe shining and you know that kind of like aesthetic. As soon as I started having disposable income, I'm like, I'm about to start dressing and living the way that I want to live. So, but yeah, no, yes, definitely, definitely. I want a YouTube channel for steaks. Pass that to me when you can. Smooth, I would be greatly appreciative. All right, we about to swing in chicken wing. Google Foods. That's how I learned. Mmm. Okay. You know, there was a guy who actually helped me learn how to grill properly a while back. He used to make uh he used to make like Brazilian meat. Like he used to grill things in a Brazilian style, and it was delicious. I'm about to pause it right here because T Hero just said something profound, and I totally forgot that this happened today. Yeah, the man that played Pee Wee Herman passed away, and boy, 70 years old in a private, I won't say secret, a private battle with cancer. Sometimes you never know what people are going through until you know it comes out in the end, and it's crazy to hear it. It's crazy for that to be a thing, but as is normally the case, I then start to think about all the things that he provided. Yes, Paul Rubens. There you go, Paul Rubens. I think about all the things that he provided. What was it, Pee Wee's Playhouse? That was a big Saturday morning show. All those things, yeah. Oh, it's just, ooh, you never know until that kind of stuff. Until you no longer have these people in your life, and then you just have to appreciate them for what they did instead of who they are. But I hope that at the end of his life, he was able to experience a modicum of peace. He can drive forever actually if I don't stop him. Ooh, it's that Spider Kid. Ooh, get that slap. Oh, how are you shooting and driving at the same time? That boy is talented. But yeah, yeah. Rest in peace, Paul Rubin. Rest in peace. But yeah, I would love to be able to continue learning about. Ooh, oh God. To continue learning about how to like prepare things properly. Matter of fact, what was it? A couple weeks ago, I learned how to make a Dutch baby, and it turned out perfectly. It turned out perfectly. Is there anybody else alive? Okay, good. And I was off of following the recipe, and I don't do well with recipes sometimes. It's just sometimes it just kind of they just don't mesh well. So, and it's never that I can't follow the recipe. It's the fact that whenever I try to follow the recipe, Google is bizarre. Is this a thing? Like, do Brazilian people just own the steak preparation like industry? Because it just seems as though I don't know. Maybe they're stereotypical. Maybe I have a problem. But that sounds okay. I want his cookbook so bad. Is it like on sale? Does he have one? Because I mean, if there's a way to get it, then it sounds like something that needs to be got. You know? Ugh, like, oh. Yes, okay. Smooth. We only live one life. We need to procure that cookbook. We need to procure that cookbook. I will say this. Even though I do have an aversion to recipes, if I know like if I know how something is supposed to be made, then I'll riff on it at the very least. If not try and follow a recipe to a T. It's like those Epicurious videos. If you ever watch the Epicurious video where you get like two versions of a recipe before they get beaten up any worse. Bitch. Ugh. If you watch any of those Epicurious videos where you have like nope, where you have the super chef. There you go. Where you have the super chef. Oh my God, I'm dying. Where you have the super chef. I can't finish the sentence, please. Where you have this. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God, this guy's killing me. Okay, this guy smacked this. This dude with his heavy bear paw hands just slapped the unholy lord out of me. All right. So as I was saying, the Epicurious videos where the master chef like has all these high priced ingredients and the home cook has like these run of the mill ingredients and they switch, and then the master chef like turns the run of the mill ingredients into like this gourmet food, and then the home chef has to like follow the recipe, quote unquote, of the master chef to like make or recreate what they were trying to create. If you realize, because I realize this from watching these videos a lot, they never actually have a recipe. It's just a list of ingredients. It's not you gotta put this in the oven for this amount of time and you gotta combine these ingredients and blah 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 blah. It's always just a list. I'll work with that. I'll work with that. But yeah, like,
The underground must be nearby if they're hijacking that billboard.
oh my god, stupid billboards. I hate the billboards. Oh, I'm quick to make my own recipe. Oh, so okay, so what would you say, Smooth, is like the best recipe that you've ever created? Like, what's the thing that you would say that you're most proud of creating as a concoction, as like a culinary revelation? Because I doubt that I have something like that. I have like variations on certain types of prepared food. Like I made fried chicken like a million different ways, but I wouldn't say that I have my own particular brand of fried chicken. Like I wouldn't say that. Ooh.
Miles, prisoners from the raft have hostages inside a store.
Rum infused jerk chicken? This man said rum infused jerk chicken. Smooth. Master Chef. You know what? That's right. They don't. They don't. But we're gonna get back to that in a second. Rum infused jerk chicken. Bro. Bro. Like how did that even come about? Like how did that even come to be? Like where what was the thought process that led to the creation of this beautiful love child? Because I'm trying to think of it. I'm like, yo, rum infused jerk chicken, and I know that my love affair with jerk chicken runs deep. Rum infused though, I've never. I woof, woof. Rum infused jerk chicken. Good God. I mean, you might need to have your own cookbook, man. That, but you know what though? If you don't have, or if you don't like watch a show, a chef show that's like a specific type of cooking, they don't always count on like they don't always judge things based on the flavors, which is a detriment to people who know, like, down south cooking, Indian cooking, uh Caribbean cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like types of culinary works that really take advantage of a litany of flavors to really diversify things. Cause I mean, like, you could have chicken, you could have steak, you could have a variety of meats, vegetables, fruits, even,
Break it. I marked it for you.
and that stuff could taste completely different based on the seasonings that you use. Where's the break-in? Oh, it's down here. Oh, it's down there. What's good?
Seriously? It's just a break-in! Don't you have better things to do?
No, I don't.
Taking you out!
Ugh, I don't have better things to do. Oh God,
Let's see how tough you really are!
who that? There you go.
You guys should abandon your life of crime. You're not good at it.
All right, that's that is decent. That is decent logic right there. That is decent logic right there. Okay. Okay, Jamaica. That's a good choice. I like it. I like it. Oh boy. I would have never thought to like put like Mount Gay with my chicken though. I might have to experiment, man. Smooth, you giving me some things to think about, man. You give me some things to think about. Ah. What was it that that picture of the steak that I put in the Discord, in Cat and Boots' Discord? Uh the coffee rub steak. I never would have thought that coffee and steak, even a coffee flavor,
Getting
would have
reports of the
gone
underground
well.
messing with a billboard nearby.
Oh my god, I hate these billboards. Would have gone well together. But I was like, yo, let me give this a shot. That was the best culinary decision I made that whole trip. Aside from getting a Quiznos sandwich, because Quiznos isn't even around here anymore. But oh my god, it was so tasty. It was delicious. They even had like a coffee butter that they went with it. It was ooh. The best rum I used was a Filipino rum. Oh, you know the name? Cause I don't frequent rums a lot. I'm more of a whiskey drinker. But if it comes down to cooking, then what was that? Then I gotta be completely authentic. So where y'all at?
For your opinion.
Surprise!
Nope. Surprise, motherfucker.
Feels like half the city's got a hotline to spy.
Ooh.
You ain't getting
Ooh. Tanderay. I feel like I've heard this before. No, you don't. How? Oh, because he had a crowbar. Because a crowbar can beat Spider-Man. Gotcha. What is with these crowbars? Jeez. Is that it? Are we done?
taking you out.
No, you're not. No.
Spider-Man saves
I
the
made it with like
holidays.
5 different rums, and that was the best for me. Okay, so it was like a passion project. It was like I want to try this. I make it work. I feel it.
The most important thing is you're okay.
That is the most important thing. Spider-Man gets it. Safety first. Safety first. I have to create something. I have a friend that's coming through with her family later on in August. And she wanted me to create a pineapple strawberry cheesecake. So I'm not gonna try and like cheat out of it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I made a cheesecake and just put some fruit on top. I'm gonna try and do it junior style and try and like infuse it with cheese with fruit. Maybe like do like a preserve and then like have it mix in with the actual cheesecake. So I just have to figure out how to do that with both strawberry and pineapple. So it's gonna be a
Stop that helicopter before someone gets hurt.
oh my god. It's gonna be a new endeavor. Cause one, I don't really Looks like I'm getting on a train. Yeah, it was some trial. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. When things work out, it's just, ooh, it's just, whew, it's. That's the kind of things you got to write down. That's the epiphanies that you need. Tiki, is all this food talk getting to you? I hope we're not making you like too hungry. Into a sauce to put on top of a traditional. You see that? See, I was thinking about that, but I'm like, is that like too much of a? You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it both because I feel like that would be the better way. Because I know for a fact without having experience in making cheesecakes, I know for a fact that if I so I'm here but I'm not here. Understandable. Understandable. Don't worry, the day's almost. I mean, well, when does your day end, Tiki? Like, when are you officially like done with work? Give me a crime, people. Give me a crime. Yeah, like because I'm like without knowing how much to, without knowing like the workings. The winter setting for this game is just so gorgeous.
I marked the location.
Oh, it's a war. And I'm probably gonna die because I know for a fact that these rocks on people will be whooping my ass. Oh my god. See? See? They be whooping my ass. 30 minutes? Okay. Like Jadakiss said, you gonna make it. You know about both Spider-Man games? What? Actually no. I'm not gonna guess. Cause there was only one thing that bothered me about the first Spider-Man game, and that was those stealth sections. I did not like those at all. But what bothers you about the Spider-Man games, Move? Don't worry, Tiki. You gonna make it, girl. You gonna make it. 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 Tiki. Why? Kiss you, bitch ass. Alright, I'm not gonna sing the entire part.
The Underground's
Oh.
hijacked a billboard with their logo.
Oh my god, this damn
Maybe worth a
billboards.
look.
You don't? That's not a move. You can't. I thought you could like hold triangle and like take the weapon away from a person. I think yeah, you can do that. Now, what would be super badass is if you could like dismantle a weapon like in Arkham. Now, that's just oof. That's something. But yeah, you can technically disarm it. I think I'm like because the thing is that they usually, well, if you take something from somebody, normally they usually run and pick some other shit up, and then it's like it never happened, so you gotta keep on doing it. But I think like once you get enough skill points, you can actually, instead of just yanking a person towards you, you can actually yank their weapon away, and then you can chuck it back at them. That would be, but yeah, the dismantling, that would be a thing. Just take a weapon and just slap it into pieces. in front of their face or like bend it in half because you got super strength, Spider-Man. Ugh. You know what? I played through. Well, let me not say that because I actually played this game on the PS4 first. Yes, weapon dismantle is definitely needed. Definitely needed. All right, good sir.
Whoa!
We'll be here.
That's a break-in. 100%.
Is it? Let's go and stop it.
Gonna take you down. Back up.
But if one of them got well, he got away.
What? Am I not supposed to be? I mean, come on, man. I can't chase after everybody. All right, Smooth, we gonna be here. We gonna be here. We gonna be here. We gonna be here. I can't chase after everybody now. Jeez. I'm only one Spider-Man, man. Speaking of which, I am looking forward to that Spider-Man, that Spider-Man 2, that Venom, that Venom Man. Ooh. Hey.
Hey, I got word there's an out-of-control helicopter in your area.
Oh, that helicopter gonna have to do what it do. So. You know, what? Why would you grapple there? If it's one thing that I do like about a game like this, it's that this is a thing. Like, while there's no story to go through. There's no like, pressing matter that needs to be done. I can just swing and chicken wing, and that is the best thing about this game. While looking as haphazard as Miles looks at some points in time, because he just don't care. Wait, where? I don't. You're telling me there's a crime in progress, and I don't. Is the app going haywire? Oh. For some reason, I thought, can you get in contact with your ride? Who is standing you up? Like, that's what I want to know. Who needs to feel the wrath? Because if you're telling me that...
It says raft escapees took hostages and blocked off a street.
What? Blocked off the street? If you're telling me that we gotta roll down there 501 smooth, like...
British street. This is our moment, boys. Today we
No,
put
it's
the
not.
spider
It's not your
in the
moment.
ground.
Hey, you guys want to switch it up and talk things out this time? No? All right.
Like, what is going on right now? Why are people disrespecting Tiki? Like, why? One of the sweetest people that I have ever known. Ow. Ah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, that's totally understandable.
Screw this. I'm getting my ass to Canada.
Oh my god, he hit me with the car. Oh my god, he hit me again. Yeah.
I'm not letting you get away.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, you know, I should have realized his phone is on Do Not Disturb. You know what's crazy? Sometimes the people that you should be able to rely on, sometimes they just don't do it. They just don't do it for you. And it's not as though you're a constant bother. It's not as though you're, always asking for something, but literally the people that you should be able to rely on, that you should be able to lean on, and in your time of need, they just don't be doing it. They don't come through. They don't come through. And this reminds me of something real specific with my own dad. I remember one time I asked him to take me to school. Oh, a long time ago. My mom, being West Indian, she did not want to drive in the city. She thought that New Yorkers were terrible people.
App users reported an assault happening near you.
So she did not want to drive. My dad drove, and it was late, and I missed my bus, and I was just like,
Civilians gonna get seriously hurt if I don't stay.
Dad, can you come pick me up and take me to school?
Involve you, Spider-Man!
And he did not want to do it. He did not. He didn't want to do it. I'm just like, what? It's literally like 2 seconds out your day. No, stop that.
You ain't getting through me!
Ow. Take that. Like, it's 2 seconds out of your day. Why not? You know? And I mean, for the simple fact that there's nothing else that I ask, like, come on. And if you already said, yeah, I'm gonna do it, then this is the point in time that you should be paying attention. Look at your phone, look at your device, and be like, hey, I should be hearing from my daughter at this point in time. So, but I mean, I
Going on here.
what? It better not be a billboard because I don't care. Well, I rescind the idea of jumping, ye old man, ye olden man, because I would not want people to jump old men in my presence as well. So, but I hope that this doesn't hinder your ability to get home safely. Tiki. So,
I don't think the underground's got a permit to change that billboard. Once I lock onto the underground signal, I'm locating the source.
don't think he knows I'm at work today.
Throwing your evil logo on a billboard is definitely a power move.
Should be paying attention though. I mean,
The underground, as advertised.
oh, that's the underground. Digital underground. Ooh.
Good. They thought no tinkerer meant no underground.
We're gonna show them how wrong they are.
Yep. Ooh.
How's building that underground brand going?
Can you switch over, please? Oh God. There we go. Oh God. Can you please? And I get my ass beat. I normally just call him. Oh, and that's what's happening because he's not being responsive. Man, if I get the underground again, I'm about to whoop their asses because this is getting on my nerves. I know I'm better than this. We better than this, Miles. You better look at his phone or something. I mean, good lord. Whoa.
Heads up. Donation stand's getting mugged near you.
Not the donation stand.
Can't let that donation stand get robbed. Good with this? Rob surprise!
Spider-Man! Drop everything! Take him out! Got you now! Gotta be the kid! Taking you down, kids!
Ugh. Get that concussion.
I can see the headlines. Spider-Man.
Man,
prison
yeah.
protector.
Yeah. Because the last thing I want to do is be
Thank you.
stuck at work
I don't know
at
what
night.
would happen without you here.
Happy to help. I'm still having trouble wrapping my brain around
Oh boy.
Can't stay to chat, Spidey. Too much to do.
That's one of those things that I kind of struggle with living in New York City is the idea of having. It's okay. I'm here just cleaning up my ass. Okay. Okay. Like, yeah, that because I guess my like the worry will come in when if it's like it's time to dip and then you're kind of just like sitting there waiting. Okay. That's one of those things where it's like I kind of struggle with the idea of having transportation in New York because I was never that guy.
Taking hostages inside a store.
Inside a store, I was never that guy.
That
Ooh.
looks like a robbery by some
We're not going back to the raft, Spider-Man!
Okay, if you say so.
You escaped the prison convoy but stayed in Manhattan? Bad call.
Cause I was always the person to be like, "Oh, public transportation is everywhere. Let's not, let's not waste it and whatnot, whatnot." And then there's like no parking and insurance is crazy and blah blah blah. Right? So I was always that guy. But then after a while, it started to become that.
Come on! Don't let him beat us!
Yeah, don't let him beat us. It started to become that, like,
Think you're bulletproof?
oh, okay. All y'all against me? There we go. Nope. Ooh.
This'll hurt!
There you go. I started to come to the idea. I was like, yo, maybe having a car in the city is not so bad, but I still got to get over the cost of it, which is a point toward the argument of moving in and becoming Smooth's neighbor. Because if I'm saving that much money on living expenses, then I could easily allocate that to a car. But if that's the case, you gotta come move with us, Tiki. Everybody gotta go live in Chicago. All right. That's how it's gonna to be. That's how it's gonna to be. Everybody gotta come live in the same neighborhood. Alright, let's see if we can find one more decent crime to do before we switch it up for the evening.
The underground have been sighted messing with a billboard, FYI.
Jesus, this whole billboard thing. Alright, come on, Spidey. Let's go.
The underground must be nearby if they're hijacking that billboard.
Oh my gosh.
Picking up interference again. If I can lock onto the underground signal, it'll lead me. Locking
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
The underground wants more press. Maybe they should try opening up
Am I going the right way? Yes, I am.
I'd read about that.
Oh, there they are. All right.
And bingo. The underground. Hey, I had some notes on your billboard campaign. Got a minute?
Ugh, let's go. Come on. Ugh, let's go. Oh my god. Ugh, let's go. Can we just...
Should be a transmitter around here.
Okay.
Signal's clear.
Sweet.
Ask Genki about building
All
some
right.
sort of
So we
underground
actually
ad
succeeded in one of these stupid billboard things. All right. That's a decent amount of swinging and chicken winging right there. Let me see if I can transition to something a little bit more more olden school. I was trying to play Siphon Filter the other day. This is old school tank controls at its creakiest, if I was to say so myself. Oh. See if I can get back into Scott Pilgrim. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Having a car in the city is it's a thing, man. It's just expensive. It's super expensive. Winners don't eat meat. Yeah, was it one of these guys like a average Joe Rough and Tough Supreme Master? I'll do Rough and Tough. Purple? No? Yes, not. I don't even remember what I was doing in this. I guess nothing. I was just at the first level. All right, here we go. Snowy Toronto, don't be late for the big show. Okay. Learn your lesson. Okay. I don't even. How many? Okay. I'm like, how much? Oh my god, this guy's whooping my ass. Is there a way I can like collect these things faster? Ugh. Ugh. Ow! Okay, you know what? I'm not appreciating all this pylon. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Recycle. Ow, ow. Okay. I'm like, why are you guys not taking damage? Ugh. There we go. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass beat. Ugh. Is there no way to heal myself in this game? You know what's wild when I think about it now? I think about the fact that I've lived in the city so long, and I've never actually went and like got my driver's license. I literally currently, oh god, who is this guy? I currently have my permit, but I never went and got my license. What? Okay. Yeah, I never really and you know, being from New York, it was never really like a big thing for me. Goodbye. But are you kidding? Did I really just get hit by a bus? Come on, guys. Ugh. Come on. Jesus, you just take forever to kill. Hillcrest Park. Oh my god, he jump kicked. Oh my god, and they just gang up on me. Can you not? Can you not? That's cheap, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Okay. There we go. No. You know what? Can you like do something a little bit better? Oh, that's something. No. Oh my god. I'm getting my ass beat. I don't understand. Because, I mean, jeez. So you could just block everything, huh? Is that what you're telling me? Everything that I do, you're just blocking it. I feel it. Why is it always the inanimate objects that kill me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hatutukin. Ooh, ooh. All right. There we go. Oh, come on. I timed that perfectly. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, you don't like to block. Even though you big as oh, come on. What was that? Take this umbrella. All right, here we go. Oh, we got dogs. I don't want to kill the doggies. Oh, we whooping their asses though. I'll tell you that much. He's like, no, the dogs. No. Ow. Okay, ow. Come on. Ugh. Come on now. You know you can't catch this man. There we go. There we go. I haven't played this game in so long. And not to say that I actually know what I'm doing in this game. Because I have never gotten past the first level. How about a snow person fight? Ugh. I'm gonna chuck him at you. Let's go. Oh, that's not even fair. He threw a box at me. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. One life to live. Let's go. son of a bitch. Do you think? See. Ugh. 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 Okay, you with the shovel, please. Thank you. Can I pick this up? I don't even know what that's supposed to do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm getting my ass beat. What do you think? Yep. Oh, yeah. This is the end of Scott Pilgrim. Ugh, ugh. Oh, come with the back hitting. Can you just stay down? Does that do something for me? No? No, it doesn't. Work him out! Work them both out! Work them both out! Oh, that's it. I think that's it. Oh my god. Woo! That was a workout. That was a workout. Wait, so if I continue, oh my god, I have to go back to the very beginning of that level. Woo! Alright, we're not doing that again. We not doing that again. Ooh boy. Alright. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna give me a little something to sip on, and then I'll come back and then I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 16. I'll be right back. Alrighty, back up in this piece. Full cup. And we on to the next one because Scott Pilgrim also just kind of whooped my ass. I was playing Doom a little bit earlier on. If y'all remember the old school Quake, like Quake 2 was the very first game, the very first not video game, computer game that I ever got. And it was a masterpiece. And they don't have that yet on consoles. But oh boy. When they get it, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a real zap. Ugh. But yeah. We about to hop into some of this Final Fantasy 16. Continue on with the story. Now, what was going on when last we were here? Seems that we were experiencing a lot of gloom and doom, I guess. Oh, we were looking for these things. Got you. The spherical echoes to build a new situation. So let's go ahead and get that done. Oh, these are Akashic miners. Poor people. If ever there's a thing, a constant through line with Final Fantasy games, always that somebody ends up getting like the shit end of the stick. Not the Chocobo. The Chocobo have gone crazy. Always somebody gets the shit end of the stick, and we gotta like end up putting them down. Ugh. That reminds me of what was the name of that game where we had to go through that place and we had to like put all those people. Metal Gear Solid 5. If anybody ever played Metal Gear Solid 5 and you remember that, well, I mean it's spoilers, but the game came out like what, 8 years ago. If you remember that part of Metal Gear Solid 5 where you had to go through your base and kill a bunch of your own men that were infected with a virus that was going to kill them anyway. Oh, that was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking. Oh. And they just kind of stood there and let you do it too, because they knew. They knew. They were like, you know what? It is what it is. Oh. Phantom Pain. Yes, Smooth. Phantom Pain. I mean, even though I will say it is definitely one of the better Metal Gear Solid games that I played, I will always feel a little bit cheated that they didn't let Hideo Kojima finish the game as it was meant to be finished, because there was a bunch of extra things with Sahelanthropus that was supposed to happen, a lot of other things with Young Liquid that was supposed to happen, and it didn't, and the game ended in such a abrupt way. Just not, oh my gosh. But in terms of the open world addition to like the stealth mechanics, it was a mixture of a Metal Gear Solid. Well, it was a mixture of an open world game and like Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. If you ever played Peace Walker, because Peace Walker was that game in itself was beautimous. Although it was mainly for oh, you a big boy. It was mainly for our handhelds. Ah! Okay, can you not dodge, sir? There we go. Nope. We're not doing that. There we go. There we go. There we go. But yeah, Phantom Pain. That was a game. That was a game right there. I don't think I've ever had that much fun outside of Red Dead Redemption 2 and kidnapping people. Like airlifting just random cats. Whoa. Wait, why did I? Is that a new thing that I have? I think so. I think that's a thing. Okay. I gotta see what's making me do this epic dodge. Cause it is giving me life right now. Not giving me like life. I'm giving me like the Beyonce life. It's giving me life, like Yas Queen. But ooh, slap. You know what? If I had, oh my god, I'm okay. How about that? All right. How about that? How about we finish you off with this? How about that? Kamehameha. Or more like a, well, yeah, Kamehameha. If I had the opportunity to play Phantom Pain again, I might.
No one can uncross his toes now.
It's a long game. And there's a lot of annoying parts to it. Like, I don't know if I'd relish rebuilding what is it called? Mother Base? With the diamond dogs and all that good stuff. I don't know if I relish redoing all that stuff. But is that a, what is this? Oh, it's like a chest. That's cool. Okay. I don't know if I'd relish doing all that stuff. But what I will say is that the multiplayer mode in that game was actually pretty hype. It was pretty hype. So if that was a thing again, then I might get into it. I might get back into it. And I mean, all right, he gonna come back. Don't worry. And Elephant in the Metal Gear room, they are making a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. And I have pretty high hopes for it. I mean, the blueprint is there, you know? Like Metal Gear Solid 3, it's made already. The game is amazing. All you really need to do is update the graphics, maybe do some like quality of life stuff. Give Snake the crouch walk from the handheld game, because there's a in Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater on, I think, the 3DS, he has a crouch walk where he can like crouch and still keep his camo index, and he doesn't lose it when he like moves. So if you keep that, I think that that's gonna be a pretty damn good game. It's gonna be a pretty damn good game.
Is it good news or bad?
It's decent news. I got your stuff.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away!
So literally almost everybody in this game is like British, right? I'm waiting for the day they make a West Indian Final Fantasy. And not Waka from Final Fantasy X, not that guy. A whole ass West Indian Final Fantasy. I'm waiting on that.
The Telemon furnace in Parishi.
What is this supposed to do for me now?
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
What do I get?
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it, yeah.
Or I get to carry more potions?
Just buy me a bigger.
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room?
I'm about to get some more. I'm about to get some more room for potions.
With a new
Yep.
alloy we've been working on.
That's what it is.
Telemon furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal,
You know
so it's lovely and strong.
what?
But it's also
Here's a question for like nostalgic game players. What was like? What was your like first game? Like, what was your gateway game that like got you into playing games? Because for me, it was Sonic the Hedgehog. Because I used to watch my mom play like Super Mario Brothers and NES Open, the golf game, and Tetris, and Dr. Mario, and Super Mario Brothers 3. And I kind of sort of played a little bit of Super Mario Brothers 3, but it was only after we got a Sega Genesis and I tore up Sonic 2. The Sega Genesis came with Sonic 2, played Sonic 2. We mashed that game up. I played the hell out of that game because we didn't have anything else at the time. And then, what was it?
one day, the whole world
It was like Mortal Kombat.
you felt us put together.
What else we had for that? We had Mortal Kombat. We had Aladdin. We had Lion King.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
What else? We had a couple of things for this for the Sega Genesis. But yeah, we went at that Sonic 2. That was my gateway drug right there. After I played Sonic 2, I was like, yo, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. Everything else came after that. Even like computer stuff. The Quake 2, all that stuff, that came after that. So, and it's crazy because there were some things that used to scare the crap out of me for video games, and I didn't know why. Like, my mom would pause a game and like leave and go and do something, and I always thought that that would mess up the game somehow. Like leaving the game paused for a long period of time, I thought that that was like the game would turn off, or she would lose her progress, or it would just be like something would happen. It was like the weirdest irrational fear that I had as a child. Aside from that level in Sonic 3 with the pyramid and the lights going out and then the ghosts popping out, that used to scare me too. But those were actual ghosts. They were meant to be scary. So I don't know. I don't know why I was so afraid of that kind of stuff, but it was what it was. Expanded potion satchel. Sweet. Inventory maximized. So it's not going to get any bigger than that. So 8 potions, 5 high potions, 4 strength tonics, and 4 stone skin tonics. Which means... Oh, trophy earned. Which means this is the max that that's going to be. It's not going to get any bigger than that. Alright, cool. Yeah, always pays to do the side quests in these games because you will always. Oh, let me go purchase more potions. You may always get something for it. I guess some of the quests will show you whether or not you get like an extra beneficial thing for it. I really wish this sky would turn back to being normal. Excuse me, ma'am. But yeah. Oh, boy. I always get really nostalgic thinking of like older games. Like one day I'm probably gonna go on like my Switch and just like play a bunch of like older games. Just like run through Mario 3 and not like, you know, the old school like janky speed run where you're like, "Oh, let me just get 2 warp whistles and just sail to the end." Like actually play through the game. Like honest to goodness play through the game because that game is super fun. Super Mario Brothers 3 is super fun. And I actually never finished Super Mario World. I never had a Super Nintendo to for one. So, wait a second. Is that the guy? Is that Cyril? There's a guy in this game named Cyril who, when I say his name, my dog starts like perking up because his name is Cyril too. Um, but yeah, no, I never had a Super Nintendo, so I never got the opportunity to play Super Nintendo games. I never played the first Mario Karts. I never played Super anything. I never played the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. I never played Super Mario World. None of that stuff. So, oh, but I do remember my cousin. He had a Super Nintendo. And when I was in Barbados, we would play some of his games. And I had a best friend too that had a Super Nintendo as well. And we would play some of his games whenever I visited him because he didn't live near me. But me, I had a Sega Genesis. So I got like, you know, the surly versions of Mortal Kombat. I had a Power Ranger game, which was, ooh, that game was everything. Um, yeah, I will. I had Aladdin, the better Aladdin, not that nonsense that came out on the Super Nintendo. The Lion King. What else? Most of the Sonics. I didn't have the first Sonic, but I had Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles. Ooh, I had Sonic Spinball. That was my jam for a while. Anyway, so the only decent thing about Sonic Spinball is that you can actually like influence where he goes, and that's nice. That's decent. That's decent, but I mean, sometimes janky shit happens in that game, and then you end up losing a ball, quote unquote. Oh boy, that might be a game I play because there's 4 levels. It's not bad, but I mean, when I talk about ramping up the difficulty and those last 2 levels, woo, woo, that game get difficult. That game gets difficult. Oh, Fields of Korava. All right, where am I going? I have to go down this way. Yeah, just cause. Okay, so nope, I'm not messing with none of y'all. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably do like a retro thing on Wednesday, and then let that be that. We not fighting, y'all. I'm practicing peace right now. I'm practicing some peace right now. And I'm pretty sure they're like hunting me down, like they're right on my ass right now, but I'm not turning around. We're not doing this. Hedge Wizard? You by yourself, so. Oh, you had a homie behind you. Ooh. Oh, you had a grip of people there with you. I didn't even realize. My bad. I totally took out your homie. Ugh. 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 He split Robin's arrow in twain. You got sliced in twain. But yeah, I mean, one, I will always relish the opportunity to play Sonic 2 again after that's a chasm. After like ages and ages of being a child and figuring out how to get supersonic within like the first two levels. That's not. Oh, I didn't realize I did that. Oh, oh, stagger. Oh, okay. Where did I get this from? Like, where did I get this new level of power from? I have no clue where I got this level of power from. All of a sudden I'm dodging. All of a sudden I'm dodging and I'm just working this dude out. Oh. Let's go. Kamehameha. Ooh. And that right there is 330,000. She we out here flambeing tigers, people. Anyhow, what was I saying? Alright, so I would always relish the opportunity to play Sonic 2 again. And just like blast through it with Supersonic. But also, because if anybody has a Switch, you know that you have the opportunity to I can't get in here. But this is where I need to be. Okay. Is this okay? So I guess I'll have to do that later, maybe. But yeah, like if you have a Switch, you know that you have access to the older systems through Nintendo's like online services. So it would be nice to play like some of the old stuff that I never played before and then play some of the old stuff that I used to play. Am I not locked onto him? I feel like I'm not. There you go. Ooh. Oh, he stomped on me. Okay. Oh, 43. All right. I am damn close. Okay, so I need to get... Oh, my God. What the hell? Okay, sir. You're trying to get all funky on me at the end. Ooh, I need to know what's going on with this precision dodge situation. I gotta go. I'm gonna look at my menu afterwards. Oh my God. Thank you, Torgal. Yeah, this precision dodge thing is just lighting my fire right now. So something I did something probably last time, and now it's like it's causing me to like do these amazing dodges, and I don't know what it is. All right, so let's find out. I can't do this because that area is locked off to me. So let's see. Is it one of these? No. Is it one of my abilities? I don't think so. Ow. I don't think it's any of these. Yeah, it is. That cold snap though. And this is ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out because whatever it is allowing me to whoop some ass. So I'm very grateful for that. And I can't go past okay, inaccessible. So I can't get to this just yet. So let's do something else. Let's go over here and do this side quest. Sip on this juice. Oops, excuse me. But yeah, I think I'll probably do like a retro thing for Wednesday. And the great thing about playing retro games is that you could blast through a couple of them, and like it'll be no thing at all. I love a side quest. Hey, Professor Pal. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to ALM Gaming's channel. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I hope you do love a side quest because we about to do a couple of these. About to do a couple of these bad boys before we get back to the main quest. If there's one thing that you'll find me doing with RPGs, with role playing games, is knocking out the side quest before we do the main stuff. I don't like to miss things. So I hope that your day was great. I hope that you had a good Monday. We were swinging and chicken winging a little bit a while ago. So we've been having some talks, some conversations. But yeah, I hope that you've had a great day. I hope that you've had a wonderful Monday. That's just, you know what? And the funny thing is, because if y'all don't know, Professor Powell is Shifaya. And I already know how her day was because her day was essentially my day. Her day was essentially my day. So I know how her day went. I'm just, yeah, we were doing a little bit of Spider-Man swinging because we did a little talking earlier. I wasn't playing this the entire time. Um, yeah, Shifaya was Professor Powell was killing people in volleyball. She was knocking them out. If you don't know, she is an athlete and she wrecks people for fun. So that's a thing. Like she's a professional ass kicker. So she be whooping that ass. What the hell? Oh shit! I didn't even know that y'all were here. Oh my god! Not tonight. All right, they escaped. You allowed them to live. That's fine. Every now and again, you got to give people some hope before you take it all away. You know what I'm saying? I do that with my cousin all the time. He doesn't. I don't let him win every single game, but I give him some hope. You know what I'm saying? Like 2-1. See, you just let them. You let them get into it so that they wouldn't slink away. Because if you don't have anybody to play, then what's the point? Like, it is what it is. You know? You gotta see how the other side lives every now and again. I get it. Yes, that's exactly what happened. We gave them hope. You see? That's what happens. Akashic Eagle. Oh, that's weird. All right. Come on. I like this spin. Listen, you know me. When it comes to talking shit, I am the grandmaster. So even if I don't know what I'm doing, my ego is gonna make me believe that I'm the best to do it. And when that's the case, then all sorts of things will pop up in my head. I'll be like, hey, listen, I'll let you whoop my ass just so that you won't go away. Cause if I keep whooping your ass, you're not gonna want to play this game no more. that's what that's what happened when I played that's what happened when I played what you call it? Street Fighter a while back. I was whooping people's asses so badly. Wait, where am I going? Bro, did I really just I teleported here to go to a side quest that was literally right in front of my face and I didn't go to it. Anyhow, yeah, I used to play Street Fighter with my friends and I was whooping so much ass they stopped playing it. That's real. It's realer than real deal Holyfield.
All is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are
Oh, this dude.
the bandits still too
Anywho.
disorganized to raid them. Just
Oh, Professor Powell. We got some business out in Queens. Apparently, Tiki Girl has access to a charcoal grill. So we might be heading out there so that we can grill some stuff up, sometime in the future.
I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
Oh boy.
I'm afraid
Oh boy.
the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have
Yes, ma'am.
a similar approach.
Yes, ma'am.
What one could call
Charcoal.
they grow more organized by the day.
You know what that means. Flavor infused food. We gonna be cooking.
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we
That's
avoid facing this
that's
one,
positive.
the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills.
Huh?
Our best hope is to nip these
Excuse me.
efforts of organization in the bud by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps
I'll be. Oh yeah.
Underhill
Oh yeah.
be willing to lend us his
Oh
aid
yeah.
once more.
If there's a reason to go out to Queens, it's for Tiki.
Could I refuse?
It's for Tiki. Y'all hit it off,
Victor will fill you in
and
on the
I'm down to be on the grill
station
all
by the
day,
desert
every
gate,
day.
receiving
So
and collating reports from my scouts.
it'll be straight to go out there and make that happen.
I'll go and speak with him.
All right, so where are we going? What are we doing? We're going up here. So yeah, so that'll be a thing. That'll be a thing in the future. Also, if you didn't know, there is going to be, or there may be. I think there probably will be, but there may be. Tiki is great. Yeah, Tiki's all right. Tiki's all right. Tiki's all right. That's Bangarang right there.
Sentiment
But
certainly isn't
Boots is also Captain Boots is also planning on doing bowling thing in September.
He asked for my aid in
I
putting
think
down the bandits, and he said that you might
sometime in September. So
come at just
that might be a thing to do as well.
Conrad.
And don't worry, I already warned everybody about your bamboozling way in bowling, so you can't sneak up on anybody anymore.
We must strike soon.
All right,
At as many camps as we can.
we're not gonna have that be a narrative of the evening.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
OMG! Oh my goodness! You were not bamboozled? Yeah, that's exactly what a bamboozler would say. Talking about I was not bamboozled. Of course I wasn't bamboozled, says the bamboozler. Ooh. Ooh. Who are you trying to attack? Ugh. Ooh. You just talk shit and couldn't back it up? Okay. First of all, I'm not gonna have you slander my name like that, alright? You made it seem as though you didn't know what you were doing with a bowling ball. All of a sudden, you out here throwing bowling balls like your name was Bowlmore J. Bollinger. I don't know. Bowlmore J. Bollinger. Oh my god. Can you please stop shooting with your fireballs? I really would like to know what this thing is that I got. Lies, slander, and propaganda. No, you bamboozled me. You bamboozled me. That's all there is to it. Ooh, get taken. Ooh. Ooh. Can I still get some hits in? Ooh. 32. Oh, that's not as much. How are you not succumbing to the amount of death I'm laying on you right now? Ooh. See that G slide? Ugh. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. I don't love it when it gets slapped. Oh, see that G slide? Ooh. Effective. It's so sexy. That G slide. Alright. Now where am I going? Nope, not doing that. Nobody wants to read up on history. Let's continue on. Lies. We gonna see.
Must be the camp victim.
Cause as far as I know, every time that you tried to play, oh, I'm just here to kill people. Okay. Every time that you try to play bowling afterwards, you always be like, "Oh, I did all right. Oh, I did this. I did that." Blah, blah, blah. Like I really feel like it's a long con. You just playing it out until you actually bowl against me again, and then you gonna start the bamboozling all over again. It is what it is. I know because I've seen things similar happen. Like, I've done the long con against people. That's exactly what Uncle Phil did to them pool hall guys in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's cool. I get it. I get it. I get it. Alright? You ain't gotta you ain't gotta fool me no more. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Sir, ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. I'm not fooling anyone. I told you I bowled growing up. Okay. Alright. So you just happen to have a bowling alley in your backyard. That's what you're telling me right now, right? I bowled growing up. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. I bowled growing up. It's a likely story from a bamboozler.
That'll have it to know.
Sid, where are you?
What? Can you see me?
I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
Sid, where are you? Boy, you running up on me like you see me.
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
Oh.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar.
About what?
They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
Oh.
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil.
Uh-oh.
Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic,
Uh-oh.
without a crystal.
Uh-oh.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years.
Uh-oh.
People are saying.
About time to quash the racism.
Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. He's made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave. Fuck. I don't know where we go from here.
It's such a relief that this is the one Final Fantasy that allows you to just say fuck, just fuck. Put the emphasis in it. Fuck. Cause there'll just be some points in times where people, I'm about to end you. I'm about to erase your existence. This game, I'm about to kill the fuck out of you.
Now everyone knows.
Oh boy.
I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach.
Not that they couldn't, but they didn't.
Well, it was bound
I don't know
to
if it was a
happen
marketing
sooner or
thing,
later.
like, well, not marketing, but
We tried.
I don't know if it was like a situation where they tried to market it to kids. Well, yeah, it's a marketing thing.
Nothing to be sorry for.
But because a lot of the other Final Fantasies were adult stories with adult situations, but video games back then had a connotation of being for kids, you know.
All lies,
So-
our wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
All right, racists.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them.
How?
Convince them that nothing has changed.
So like in Final Fantasy VII, they had like some like curse words, but they weren't like actual curse words. They were just like blanked out bleepity bleeps. Because there also wasn't like, you know,
Down like born.
voiceovers. It was just text boxes.
You head to the tavern.
So
Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is.
remember who he
Lubor and I
is.
are friends. I might not make for the most impartial
But yeah.
interlocutors.
Because, I mean, Barrett used to curse a lot, but he wasn't actually saying the actual words. It was a bunch of at symbols and dollar signs and all that kind of nonsense.
Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Oh boy. Quash the rebellion. Alright.
he was playing us for fools.
And we
Boy, if you don't stop.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
Yeah, I've been whooping a lot of ass.
Lord Underhill, wasn't
Sounds
it?
like
Of the League of Merchants.
That's right.
sounds like a
Wanted to
sorry.
speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors
Sorry for what?
that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
Sounds like a
One of his
civil war
ways.
is coming.
Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued.
A civil war? What do you mean a
At least
civil
he's
war?
done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
How is he
I'm
laughing?
sorry,
behind-
my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
Damn. In the game, the people have been tricked. Yeah, but I mean, damn.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently.
And now they're mad. Maybe a coup.
Back to Lubor.
I mean, it seems like everybody seems to be angry that this dude was a bearer and he didn't actually say that he was a bearer, because it's like,
Victor, take the bearer's side.
For a share in
yeah, that's how you say it. That's how you spell it.
perhaps?
But it's crazy, like, that you could be a bearer in this game and have the ability to use magic without the use of crystals, which is what everybody else has to do. And that somehow makes you less than the regular person. That's wild to me. Because it's like, you have this ability to do the extraordinary and people look down on you for it? Like, what? What kind of backwards Mojo Jojo shit is that?
I assume the situation is hopeless?
Yeah, bro.
There's still hope.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. It's wild. It's wild. But it also is a very
But
accurate
perhaps
representation
not
of
in this
how
lifetime,
deep
I think it's fair to
prejudices
say.
can go.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around.
Nah, bro.
You'll talk some sense into them in the end. You'll see.
Nah, bro. Life is too short.
you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor,
Rosina would often tell me
Yup.
that steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. Yourself be true. That was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making.
Oh, wow.
I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Wow.
Oh, Lubor, you're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
That's
how could it
wild.
possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Well, what do you want him to do?
Forget it. Do what what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor? Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here, a reward for clearing out that bandit camp.
Oh, like, what do you want him to do?
I have packing to do.
The
Anything
whole
I can do. Anything. I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
the whole town turned against him. The whole town is basically racist right now. That's what you're telling me. And dude is like, oh, I thought you were better than this. Like, what do you want me to do? Fight the one dude? Fight against the whole town to try and stay? Like, come on, bro. You can't be disappointed and not right and not. They aren't offering solutions. Like, you can't be disappointed and not offer solutions. That just doesn't make sense. As the young people would say, where they do that at, right? All right, let's see here now. Did I? Is there seems to be something over here to do, right? Nope. That's the same place. Okay. So I'll do that later when I have access to it. Let's go up here. Probably gonna do like one or two more side quests. And maybe try to finish this out because I don't think I have access to the other one that's down there.
To know that the negotiations
And then
are progressing well.
call that a night.
That is good news. Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge
Yeah, that's something I don't know if I can live with. Like,
favor.
people who give their opinions on things,
What is it this time?
it's fine.
More wild beasts? Nothing like that.
Excuse
I
me.
just need you to go
But
over to
if
the
somebody
town and tell how
is
I'll be able to
gonna tell me how they feel about something that I'm doing, and you're not providing with some type of solution or way out, then we can't rock. We can't rock. Trading places too. Is this okay? It's a continuation from something that we were doing earlier. Speak with Eloise.
What's happened?
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
It's their fault.
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary.
Okay.
Talks with the Republican Army have fallen through.
Damn.
They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead.
Silver
The
Peak
prices have
Consortium.
fallen of late. We deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders.
And
But
yet,
the consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
damn.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer.
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle?
So now I gotta go mess up anybody who
She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
It's weird. Like, that's my lot in life. Hey, what's your problem? Da, 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 blah. Oh, so I gotta go kill some things and then solve your problem for you because you can't do it by yourself.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic.
Brr.
This isn't over. The consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Yourself?
You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint.
Yo,
near the
Clive
capital
is the
gates. I'll
ultimate
send an
problem
owl ahead and
solver.
request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo.
Either intentionally or unintentionally, because that boy just be offering to do shit. And it just never, it's never like, oh, what? Oh, sure, I'll knock
that's
this
me,
out.
is it? Well, looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Kashlok, even if this one falls through.
So what does
She
that
wants
mean?
to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
Bro, you thinking too hard.
It's what she wants now.
Exactly.
If Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend.
I bet his favorite class in the school was math class.
The place is well stocked and defended.
Cause of all the problems. Cause of the problem solving.
She won't consider her prospects.
Don't you solve problems in almost?
Do my best.
Don't you solve problems in like almost any course though?
To Randallar then.
Like if you have a course with a class, then aren't you gonna be solving problems in it anyway? No, just math. I mean, I don't know, cause I've had courses with tests in, social studies and English. No.
What's happened?
I feel like you're just kind of yelling at me without having without having an actual argument. Like you're just hard body for math. I don't know why. Like it's kind of, I don't know. You're coming off very single-minded right now. So I don't know what that's all about right there. So I'm hard body. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that's all about right there. So all right, here we go. Wild Narc. Come here, Wild Narc. Ooh. 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 Oh, Wild Narc. Probably should be called Dead Narc. Oh, because of all the death. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, here we go. Pick up this thing, whatever it is over here. What the hell is that? Oh God! Oh God, he chasing me. Let's go this way. All I wanted was the thing on the floor. I just wanted the shiny thing on the floor. Ugh. Nope. Ooh, G-Slide. That wild Narc, who knows? Ooh, G-Slide. Oh, right. It's L1. That's the lock on. Ooh. Damn it. There's gotta be a way to crank out more damage. Ooh. There we go. Hey, that wild Narc got exactly what he deserved. so did this thing that I just killed just now. Judge, jury, and executioner.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual.
I'm sorry, what?
So we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration.
Oh.
But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who's him?
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. As long as they pay.
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Okay. Oh, she thought she was gonna get jumped. I don't want to be a player no more.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am
Maybe
I.
they didn't want to be
But I
saved.
only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at
Is this
possible
woman a
purchase when it
bear?
came to
No.
recruit me.
Bears,
I found interest in joining them in the hope he might
not
be encouraged
normally
to tell
have
more.
brands
just
on
that.
their cheeks,
As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
but yeah, I don't think she's a bear.
I
No.
entertained the consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word
What
from
up?
Cashlock. The village is under attack.
The village.
A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Which means they need me.
I'll go on ahead.
Come on,
Thank
Clive.
you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just make sure he's safe.
No problem. I'll throw my body in front of him. Plot armor, away!
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
The slowest ass jump. All right, where am I going? Where am I going? That's the question. Is this where I'm going? All right, so let's just slide over here. All right. It's weird, like, I see no urgency with this whole, hey, some soon-to-be dead narcs. Look at that. Look at that. Gosh. I wonder what these narcs are listening to on their iPads. iPods. Daniel Peter. Cause you have that day. You're taking one down. You're all dead. You're already dead. Ain't no turning around. Alright. So wait. Alrighted. Okay. So I gotta go back around. Can I just chocobo it?
Faster.
Nice singing. Oh, my voice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like an angel had a baby with a weed whacker. I'll tell you that much. My voice is godlike. Kia! Get out of my way. Alright. Where am I going? Ooh.
That'll do, girl.
Is this where I'm supposed to go? Oh, right. Come over here. Wow. Who are y'all?
Where's Theodore?
He went up ahead. Yep.
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area is flooded with ether.
Oh boy.
The prey makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Roof. Bark. Bark, bark. Come on. It's crazy that this ether thing, like this ether flooding, is such a big situation among regular people. I don't think, if I think I understand this properly, I don't think that bearers have the same intolerance to like ether floods that regular people do. Like if you get caught up in an ether flood, then you can turn a Kashik, which means you get overloaded with ether and you eventually go crazy. Which means that bears have yet another benefit over being a regular person. And yet they are still thought of as
Where are you, Theo?
second class citizens. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, I think I might just finish this off and then call it a night. Boy, you shoot at me. They shooting. Oh, I made you look. The bears need to revolt. Alright, anarchist. They need some leadership is what they need. They need to be able to rally behind somebody or some organization that will, and at the very least, ensure that they have a backing of somebody. Too many people want the status quo to remain the same.
The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Yeah, there's a lot of them too. Give me the mouse again. Give me the mouse. Yeah. Ugh. bro. Like, you supposed to be watching my back.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Well, there's the dragon.
This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Ooh. Boy, if you don't stop these dodges, I be dodging so smooth. I be dodging so smooth. Ugh. Okay, come on now. I know I tapped that button. Ooh, see that dodge? See how smooth that dodge was. Okay. I'm getting tired of this game disrespecting my dodge button. Oh my god. Come on now. What'd I just say? I said you gonna stop disrespecting my dodge button. Alright. Let's crank it up a notch. Let's crank it up a notch. Oh god. Come on, move, 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 move. Nope. Yeah, you take a little chill pill from that, buddy. Ooh, that boy trying to kill me. All right. This boy tried to kill me. All right, come on. I just want this. I just want this dragon out the way. What? I timed that perfectly. Come on. This game be cheating. Come on. There we go. I am so sick and tired of this game cheating. Oh, I was so close. I was so close. Oh my god, this dragon dance nonsense. Come on. Oh god. was that? Oh my god! Knock his ass out, please. Come on. There we go. Enemy slain. At least we don't have to fight the army that was behind this dragon.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Uh-oh.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that.
That's what happens.
Or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not,
Oh no.
for keeping Elle's dream. Theodore.
I don't wanna. Oh no. Oh.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
That boy crazy.
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you. Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Rotted. Wow. See? When I say that this game is for adults, this game is for adults. Oof. Right? Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We We were born to one of the great trading houses, and I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures.
This
you
is
see.
a somber way to
Theo
end everything on, but end it we shall.
While I studied the art of
Once this
commerce,
is done.
he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables.
Damn.
But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead.
Interesting.
But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
Oh boy.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted.
All I ever
I ever
wanted.
did.
All I ever needed
was so we
was
could be
you in my arms.
Why did you have to?
Words are very unnecessary. Jesus.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work.
Okay.
We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have, and to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen, the life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can, whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then, for Theodore.
All right. Rest in peace, Theo. So let's do this. Save it up right here. And we'll call it an evening. Oh my gosh. Yeah, rip Theo. Poor guy. Instead of remaining in Akashic, he decided to take his own life. That's a hard choice to make, so. Oh. But anyhow, thank you all for joining me tonight. Love the conversation. Thank you, Smoothie Masamune, Tiki Girl. Thank you, Professora Powell, for coming through and making this stream 10 times better than what it would be if it was just me. If you guys like what you see and you appreciate the content, please consider following. Please consider subscribing. It would help me out a lot in what I'm trying to build here. And yeah, I will be back on Wednesday with a retro game. I'm probably gonna play a couple retro games on the Switch. Uh, and then Friday will be more Final Fantasy, more Final Fantasy. Although it may do like something like we did today, a little bit of chit chatting, a little bit of swinging and chicken winging, get some Spider-Man Miles Morales, and then just shoot the breeze. Cause I love talking. I love talking about things I'm passionate about. Um, and yeah, and I love interacting with you guys. So yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope that I haven't been too annoying. And I hope that you guys join me for next time. I'll be back on Monday, 9 p.m. And yeah. All right. Well, to the evening, I say good night, fare thee well, until the next day.